All right, welcome to The Explainer. Let's just dive right in, because if you're starting from absolute zero right now and you want to build a real sustainable income stream using AI, you are exactly where you need to be. Today, we're cutting straight through the mountain of online hype, and believe me, there is a lot of it, to build a completely realistic, actionable blueprint. We're focusing entirely on how beginners can genuinely profit in 2026, and specifically we're looking at building AI-powered faceless channels.
I want to kick things off with this incredibly powerful quote from our source material. Listen to this. The best thing that ever happened to serious AI operators was everyone else giving up. I absolutely love that. Think of this as our ultimate anti-hype disclaimer for today. You see, the window for profiting off mere AI novelty, just showing off that you can generate a cool image or a block of text, that window has officially closed. But if you're actually willing to treat this as a real skill, that closed window is literally the best news ever for you.
Remember 2023? People were literally losing their minds over raw ChatGPT output. Back then, you could charge a premium just for knowing how to type a basic prompt to get a coherent blog post. It was wild. But fast forward to 2026, and that amazement is completely gone. Poof! Nobody, and I mean nobody, pays for that anymore. Today, the market demands faster, cheaper problem solving. They really don't care what tools you're using behind the scenes. They only care if you can solve their problem effectively. So to navigate this shift, here's our roadmap for today. 1. The end of AI novelty. 2. Bucket 1. Beginner strategies. 3. The faceless channel roadmap. 4. The script-to-video pipeline. And 5. Polish and real business value.
All right, starting off with Section 1, the end of AI novelty, and moving past the hype.
Because the market has grown up, we have to face a few harsh new realities. First up, raw, unedited AI output. It's effectively worthless now. Nobody is going to pay you for a first draft. Second, human polish is absolutely required. And by that, I mean your taste, your specific editing style, and your domain expertise wrapped around the AI. Third, selling outcomes will beat selling tools every single time. And finally, success requires iteration. You've got to put things out there, test them, and refine them. The initial gold rush is definitely over. But honestly, the era of real operational leverage has just begun.
Moving right along to Section 2, Bucket 1, Beginner Strategies. Basically, those fast cash creative hustles.
Let's get totally clear on what a Bucket 1 strategy actually is. These are your lower barrier plays where, yes, you are still trading your time for money, but you're using AI to aggressively multiply your output without multiplying your hours. I really need you to hear this. This is not that fake passive income while you sleep on day one dream, okay? This is active work, but it's high-leverage active work. You are just heavily accelerating your delivery time.
And the sheer accessibility of all this right now is just staggering. The tools are evolving faster than ever, creating massive new opportunities right from our phones and laptops. For beginners, AI has pretty much bulldozed the traditional bottlenecks. You don't need years of technical training to create highly professional assets anymore. You really just need a clear idea and the grit to actually execute it.
Which brings us to Section 3, the Faceless Channel Roadmap. This is all about building your engine.
So here is the absolute secret sauce to this whole roadmap. Generic AI content, it completely fails on YouTube today. It's dead on arrival. The creators who are actually winning are choosing hyper-specific niches with serious depth, precisely in areas where human creators are scarce. Think about topics like, say, obscure historical cold cases, or deep-dive real estate law explainers, or even clinical psychology breakdowns. By going incredibly deep into these specific, nerdy subjects, your niche depth easily beats out traditional, high-budget production quality.
All right, Section 4. The script-to-video pipeline. Let's look at the actual tools of the trade.
This right here is a mature, battle-tested script-to-video pipeline. We start with Step 1, using large language models like Claude or GPT-4o to draft and heavily refine your hyper-specific scripts. Then Step 2, you take that script and plug it straight into ElevenLabs, which honestly provides stunningly realistic human-sounding voiceovers. Finally, Step 3, you drop that audio into visual generation tools like HeyGen or Clang. When you link these 3 steps together chronologically, you get a highly polished end product that looks and sounds incredible.
I really got to emphasize what platforms like HeyGen represent for us beginners. They literally allow you to create professional, presenter-led videos without filming a single frame. Think about that for a second. These platforms have entirely removed the need for expensive cameras, complex lighting setups, and days spent agonizing in editing software. It gives you a level of massive operational leverage that was, frankly, completely impossible just a couple of years ago.
Finally, Section 5, Polish and Real Business Value, the AI Arbitrage.
Pay close attention here, because this is the single biggest, most expensive mistake new AI operators make, positioning themselves around the tool. If you walk up to a client and say, hey, I use AI to write content, you're going to get a $50 freelance rate, tops. But if you position yourself around the business value and say, I build 90-day content engines, you can suddenly command a $3,000 retainer. See the difference? The market has already priced in the AI. What it has not priced in is your human expertise wrapped in that AI. Selling the outcome, that is your true arbitrage.
I want to leave you with this final, somewhat provocative thought directly from our research. The question isn't whether AI will change how we make money. I mean, it already is. The only real question left is, are you going to sit back and watch it happen, or are you going to actively use it? It is time to stop overlearning, stop getting lost in the Twitter hype, and start executing your very first Bucket 1 hustle. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Now go build your engine.